Providence, part 2. I have come to know that everything God does in His providence, in this life, is for the good of elect. Everything God does, everything God is doing in this life, is for the good of elect. It's for the good of His followers. As you are sitting there right now, God is thinking how He can make your life better. I can bet it. He's a good God. He's thinking how He can resolve even the problem that has not come now. He's thinking about your future. He's thinking about your tomorrow. He's thinking about how you will enjoy the peace He has promised us. Look at what Benjamin Franklin said. He said, the longer I live, the more convincing proofs I see of this truth, that God governs in the affairs of man. Benjamin Franklin. This was quoted by Ronald Reagan in his address to the National Association of Evangelicals in March 1983. That God governs in the affairs of man. God governs in your affairs. Sometimes things do happen, we do not understand why they are happening. We have so many questions that we can ask. Why me? Why is this happening to me? You know, what is happening here? What is happening there? But God knows all things. He can do all things. So in this part 2, or in this series of sermons, there are two things we have to understand. Manifestation of divine providence. I want us to understand the word providence. Also, I want us to understand the word elect. Genesis chapter 50 verse 20. Genesis 50 verse 20 says, but as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring it about as it is this day, to save many people alive. Joseph was saying this to his brethren. His brethren, they were thinking that they have done something evil. They were thinking that they have injured him. They were thinking that they have stopped his destiny. But the hands of providence was working, even when they thought that they were doing evil to him. But the hands of providence was working in his life. Philippians chapter 2 verse 13. Philippians 2:13. For it is God who works in you, both to will and to do for His good pleasure. Either good, either bad, God is working in us, both to will and to do for His good pleasure. He's working everything out. There is a story I'm going to explain today in this message to let you understand what we mean by this manifestation of divine providence. All you need is God to show up in your situation. All we need is the hands of providence to show up, the light of providence to show up in our situation, and things will be all right. That's all you need. Everything will be all right. So let us define two important words in this series of sermons. First, providence. What is providence? Timely preparation for future eventualities. Timely preparation for future cases, for future challenges, for future problems. Timely preparation. That is providence. God preparing you for what you are going to face in the future. God preparing you for what people may think is bad, to turn it to good. God is preparing you for certain challenges that you will think is bad luck, for God to turn it to good. The protective care of God or of a nature as spiritual power. So, who is an elect of God? Who is an elect of God? So, to understand this message, you want to understand elect of God. Elect is a godly one. Elect of God is a godly person, a righteous one who walks in God's integrity, and such one will never be forsaken by God. An elect is a godly person who walks in God's integrity, a righteous person who walks in God's integrity. And you cannot be a righteous person except you are a Christian. The Bible says all our righteousness are like filthy rags. The only one you can hang on, that you can enjoy the righteousness of God, is Jesus Christ. You cannot be righteous on your own. If you have not given your life to Jesus Christ today as your Lord and Savior, you want to do it. Because we're all sinners. So He died for us. So the only way now to come up to be godly is to accept Christ. The Bible says, if any man be in Christ, is a new creation. All things are passed away, behold, all things are new. So when you give your life to Christ, He will renew everything that has to do with you and will make you righteous. And then you are now in the class of the elect. And when you are in the class of the elect or the group of the elect, you become the apple of God's eyes. And God is planning, is preparing for you for the future eventualities. God is preparing good things for you that you cannot even imagine. Eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor has ever been imagined by man what the Lord has prepared for those that love Him. Then you begin to love God. When you become an elect of God, you begin to pant after God like deer pants after the water brooks. You begin to long to fellowship. Church is not longer going to be boring to you. You want to fellowship together. You want to serve the Lord. You want to tell somebody about Christ. You want to have, the love of God will engulf your heart. There will be a joy in your life. You become a brand new person. You begin to enjoy the peace of God that passes all human understanding. Amen. Amen. Elect of God. So if you are elect of God, if any situation happens in your life, all you need to do is to pray for God's manifestation of His divine providence. Because as soon as you become God's own, nothing will happen to you without His knowledge. Nothing will happen to you without His knowledge. And He will make everything work together for good for you. Amen. Amen. He will make what? He will make everything work together for good for you. What people are thinking is evil, the Lord will turn it to good. Amen. When you become an elect of God, manifestation of divine providence, people will be thinking that, this situation they come to pity you, not knowing that God has a purpose for it. Has a purpose for it. Look at Psalm 37 verse 25. I have been young and now I'm old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his descendant begging bread. You now become a righteous. You will never beg for bread. Amen. If there's a need in your life, it's for a purpose. And God is ready to supply. The Bible says, our Lord shall supply to all our needs according to His riches in glory through Christ Jesus our Lord. Amen. Amen. He will supply. You become a new person. You'll be thinking of your good every day. I was young, now I'm old. I've never seen a righteous forsaken nor a sick begging bread. If you are an elect of God, God cannot forsake you. I can tell you. Anywhere you find yourself, any land you find yourself, you must see the good of the Lord. Amen. Because He will shine His angel to take care of you. Goodness and mercy will continue to follow you. Amen. Amen. All the days of your life. I'm encouraging you, brethren. I'm just encouraging you. You can ask yourself questions. Why me? Why is this happening now? Why can't this happen to someone else? Why you make me to pass through this? God, what is this in my life? I don't have meaning to this. Even situation cannot explain this. You can ask. Everybody may have a time in his or her life where you have these kind of questions. But God has a purpose for anything happening to His own people. You may not understand it now, but by and by you will understand. Anything could happen to you now. You can blame anybody for it. You can blame God for it. But I can promise you, brethren, one day you will look back, you will read through your memoir, you will have every cause to give God praise. You will be thanking God for passing through that trouble. You will be thanking God for passing through that challenge. You will be thanking God for that situation that just happened to you. A time is coming. Today you can look, you can say, this is bad luck. But I can guarantee you, because you are the elect of God, you look back to that day, you say, God, this is not a bad luck. This is great. You have done this that people think is evil. You have done it good. That is what God can do. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. So why is this sermon coming to you? This sermon is coming to you to encourage you, to let you know you are not alone in that journey. You are not alone. We all travel on a journey. This life, you are not alone. The Lord is with you. Amen. He will see you through. Amen. Even when you are sleeping, you think God is sleeping. God does not sleep. God does not need to sleep to gather momentum, to get more energy, to renew his energy. He's God. He has no body. He has no matter. God has no matter. God has no material things. So there's no need for him to recalibrate anything. He's only God. He's a spirit. And that's why those that will serve him must serve him in spirit and also in truth. You know, for me to really to make you understand this, I have a good story that I want to share with you. I want you to be attentive to this story and see what I mean by providence. You just have to understand providence. That when anything is happening to you, remember this message. All you need is manifestation of his divine providence. In any situation happening to you in your life, he did not promise us that everything is going to be, sunshine. He didn't promise us that. In fact, he told the disciples, those that have seen him physically, he told them, in the world you will see tribulations. I mean, go and check. We are not discussing the tribulation today. Go and check dictionary about the word tribulation. You understand what we mean by tribulation. You understand? Go and read. Google what is tribulation. Now, if Jesus can tell his disciples that in the world, the apostles, those that have seen him physically, the apostles, those that have seen Jesus Christ physically, and there is this discussion among the theologians. They believe that you cannot be an apostle except you have seen Jesus physically. Even though today now everybody is apostle, this one is right reverend, this one is bishop, this one is archbishop. I will tell you the truth. You don't take all those titles to heaven. Hello? Aye. All you need to get to heaven is to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. So don't lose your head. Amen? Amen. Tell somebody, don't lose your head. All you need to do is to accept Christ. Simple. Don't think that until you become bishop, until you become a right reverend, until you become most reverend, or you become a archbishop, before you be accepted in heaven. That is, we give ourselves all those names sometimes to make us feel good. One time, let me just brand before this story. One time we invited a speaker here. After the man finished speaking, we have to bless him, right? He was so excited. And he said, I have to talk to you. Pastor, you have to be bishop. I have to talk to you, you have to be, and I will tell you how to do that. I quickly told him, listen to me very carefully. I'm okay with this pastor. And what? I'm okay. Not that I become bishop or archbishop or anything. Is that going to do any different thing? What difference is that going to make? Hello? Will that make you to put down more offering? Will that make you to put down more tithe? No. Except I cycle you. I don't praise the Lord. I don't have to be bishop before I cycle you. I don't have to be an apostle or be a right reverend, most reverend before. Some people, they also believe they have to put on one special dress and put on one big cap and with a very big stick and look like an old man. I'm a young man. I don't want to look old. Not until I look like Aaron before you know that God's anointing is in my life. Amen. That is by the way. The Lord will bless you in Jesus' name. Amen. Be careful. See, be very careful. You just have to be led of God. God is planning for your life. He's planning good things for you. I tell you the truth, all things will begin to work together for good for you. Amen. Amen. Because of your love for God, what is important is for you to love the Lord. Absolutely. What will it profit a man to gain all of this world and then loses his soul? What will a man give in exchange for his soul? Nothing. When you get to heaven, there will be surprise. The Bible says, some will say in that day, oh Lord, in your name we have done this miracle. Oh, in your name we chase around demons. He's going to tell them, depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. I don't know you. I don't even know you. Don't let somebody fool you. Amen?
Amen.
You are more than ordinary things. You are special.
Amen.
Let me give you this story so we can conclude this message today. A wise old Chinese gentleman. A wise old Chinese gentleman lived on the troubled Mongolian border. Troubled Mongolian border. So one day his favorite horse, a beautiful white horse, jumped the fence and was seized on the other side by the enemy. So the Mongolian seized his horse. You know, he loved us so much. He loved his horse so much. So his friends came to comfort him. We are so sorry about your horse, they said. That is bad news, right? It's bad news. Then he asked them, how do you know it's bad news? Because I lost my horse. How do you know this is bad news? It might be good news, he told them. A week later, this Chinese man looked out of his window to see his mare returning, this white horse returning at breakneck speed, running, and alongside her was a beautiful stallion, another horse, beautiful one, coming with this horse he lost. He lost one, by the time he was getting it back, he gained his horse and he got another one for free. So he put both horses into the enclosure, you know where they normally keep the horse or horses. And his friends came to admire the new addition. Oh, what a beautiful horse, they said. That is good news. You got another one. How do you know it's a good news? He asked them again. It might be bad news, he told them. The next day, the man's oldest son decided to try riding the new horse that he got with the one he lost. You understand now? So, when he started riding it, the horse threw him and he landed painfully breaking his leg. So his son, the oldest son, broke his leg by riding this new horse. So the friends came, made another visit. All of them sympathetic, saying, we are so sorry about this. It's such bad news. Then he asked them again, how do you know it's bad news? How do you know? It might be good news. Within a month, a terrible war broke out between China and Mongolia. A big war broke out between these two nations. The Chinese recruiters came to the area, pressing all the young men into the army, just like drafting everybody. All of them perished except for this Chinese son who couldn't go off to war because of his broken leg. So when they were getting people to go to war, they cannot get him because he broke his leg. So all the people that were drafted or taken to war by the government, all of them perished in the war. Then, you know what happened? The people came again to say the things you consider, to say again, oh, we are very sorry for what happened. Now the man now began to say that the things you consider good were actually bad news. And the things that seem to be bad news were actually for our good. Sometimes, these scenarios in this man's life, if this man begin to look at this as bad news or bad luck, then the resultant effect of keeping his son is more important. His oldest son, the oldest son's life was spared because of the fact that he broke his leg. And he wouldn't have broken his leg if not because of the new horse that he was riding that threw him down, who was not familiar with him, and then he broke his leg. They wouldn't have had the new horse if he did not lose the first horse. You see that now? The providence, divine providence, the manifestation of it. Sometimes things happening to us, we may not know why these things are happening. This is a great lesson to us. When things happen to us, do not consider things from human thinking. They may look as if they are bad things, but God may make bad things to become good. All we need in our situation is the manifestation of His divine providence. That's all you need. Look at Tim Taylor said, all that good blesses our good, and unblessed good is ill, and all is right that seems most wrong, if it be his sweet will. And I put it this way, God knows what he does. He moves and responds as needed, where needed and when needed, to facilitate the matters of your destiny. When God is working this out, it could look as if God has forsaken you, or God did not remember you, or you can think that God is not good to you. But his hand of providence is working things out for your good. Philippians 2:13, for it is God who works in you both to will and to do for his good pleasure. It's working in you. Let's look quickly before we pray to this into this Psalm 139 from verse 13. Psalm 139. I promised you last week that in this part 2 we're going to read that psalm, and then we're going to do this in this part, and then we're going to pray. Verse 13 of Psalm 139. For you formed me, or you formed my inward parts. You cover me in my mother's womb. All of us here today, God formed you in your mother's womb. It was God that covered you, that did not allow your embryo to be aborted. It was God. He knew that you are going to come, and so he prepared you to be here. Amen. That's what the psalmist is saying. Verse 14. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. When we are talking about that, we are not talking about physical beauty alone. There was something people are passing around now. Maybe you have received it in the WhatsApp. 2 leaders in Nigeria. 2 leaders. They were in the church, and they said the pastor said for everybody to turn to another person. Turn to your partner and say, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Another person will say, I am beautifully, I am handsomely made. Then one of the leaders spoke to the pastor, said, Pastor, we are in the church. I don't want to lie. Tell him yourself. At least it's time to say, tell that my partner yourself, because my partner, as I'm looking at him, is very ugly. Pastor, I don't want to lie in the church. Tell him yourself. I don't know, maybe you got that joke. They send it to me. Those of you got that joke, you know who I'm talking about. When the Bible is saying we are fearfully and wonderfully made, it's not limited, or this statement is not limited to beauty, physical beauty alone. God formed every part of you. God knows that you'll be best to come as a man. He knows that you'll be best to come as a woman. Don't go around, and be changing things. Don't go around and be changing things. Some will say, my nose is not good. They continue to shape their nose, they get more problems. Some will say, oh, they are not tall enough. They continue to grow taller. And things they don't want to grow taller will grow taller. The one they wanted to grow taller will not grow taller. Then there will be confusion. And I will help you in Jesus' name. Amen. There was a story again. I think somebody who passed that message is here. I don't know. When I'm talking, I know. A lady went and bleached totally. Because she said her husband's boyfriend told her to go and do what? I'm not talking of you just using little of this pomade and making that. I'm not talking of that. She went and did the real one. And she came out like what they call balatu. Amen. After she did that, the boyfriend dumped her. And then she began to complain. She began to do what? Complain. You are fearfully and wonderfully made by God. You are the best. Tell somebody you are the best.
You are the best.
Tell somebody you look good.
You look good.
Tell somebody you look wonderful. You are the best. Make use of every potential God has given you. Don't wish, I wish I be a white person. I wish No, there are some things you do not control. You do not control your father, neither do you control your mother. And there have been instances, some people, they desire to, if they ask me, no, to be honest with you, as a physical, as a natural man, if God would have asked me, where do you want to be born?
America.
I will say, God, let me be born in America. And if God says, if God asks you, where in America do you want to be born? Let me be born in the White House. Amen? Yeah, if God you ask me, where do you want to be, which country? I will say America. Where in America do you want to be born? I say, God, drop me right inside White House. I don't want any election. When you drop me there, make me president for life. No election. I don't want election. I don't want to pass for this struggle election. After recanting. I don't want. God, drop me right inside that White House. And let me rule over this great nation until I die. But we don't. We don't have such choices. So why do you trouble yourself? You don't have such choices. You are here already. Don't trouble yourself. You are here already. Make do with whatever God has given you. You are the best. You are the best. Look at verse 15. My frame was not hidden from you. When I was made in secret, you know my frame. You know my weak point. You know my strength. You know everything about me, God. You know everything, Lord. And skillfully wrapped in the lowest part of the heart. Your eyes saw my substance, being yet unformed. Before my substance, before my material things, before my matter, before they were put together, the material thing. You saw them before they were, you saw everything. People do joke that women, they are so pretty and they are so beautiful because they were created, refined from already created substance. You know, that joke, even the theologians, they joke about that. They say, oh, you know, man was made, right? From the soil, from the heart. They mold man like that. Then when God is going to make a woman, they become inorganic. God took them from someone that has been made already, brought them up, refined. That's why they look so beautiful. That's why you don't use answer for a lady. Beautiful. They are very happy, right? Beautiful. When a man is saying he's beautiful, something is wrong. You are handsome. You are created from the heart, and that lady created from you, refined, brought it from you. But it's amazing. I'm sorry to say, when the person was brought from that refined being, we now say you want to go back to be. Oh no! Don't let me go into that. This is confusing. Some people are confused. I just wonder why people are not satisfied with what God has given them. My friend was not given from you when I was made in secret and skillfully wrapped in the lowest part of the heart. For your eyes saw my substance being yet unformed, and in your book they all were written. In your book, all my substance. Your destiny is Providence, the hands of Providence, has written down every book you will read, every page you will write in your life. Everything written down in this book. Where you will go, how you will go back. I pray that the hands of Providence will continue to guide you in Jesus' name. Amen. All the future challenges you will pass through, the Lord will turn those challenges to become good news in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. I was telling you what I read. It's what I read. The people are selecting down their account. They are selecting down their account. The last clash with this Brazilian soccer team. They were still thinking how some people survive it. At least they got maybe 5 people that survived it. Then they were thinking that how can the old coach, how can he, why should he have forgotten his passport? A coach, a professional, highly paid. He can't go with the team. He has to go back to pick his passport at home to go with another flight. And then, lo and behold, he had crashed. Look, let me tell you. That man, he can turn that situation to good by continuously praising God for the rest of his life.
Oh, yes.
It can be another thing. Maybe the trauma of, I would have been dead. That might even chase him and become a nightmare for the rest of his life. He has to think of what to do with that potential that just occurred to him. Then the two other things that had injuries. The day they were having injury, they were blaming themselves that why is my frame so fragile that I have to have injury? Whoever caused the injury, they will be causing that person. Not knowing that God will use that to spare their lives. Everything that has to do with your substance is written in God's book. Don't blame anybody for anything that is happening to you, either good or bad. Do not blame anybody. The Bible is so complete. All things work together for good for those that love God and those that are called according to His purpose. And those one are His elect. Everything works together for good for you. That your situation right now is working together for good for you. Amen. Amen. That's why Christians don't use luck, bad luck. No, there's nothing bad luck. We don't have any bad luck. We don't have what? Any bad luck. There's nothing like good luck. Oh, good luck. No, nothing good luck. You are blessed. Amen. Tell somebody, you are blessed.
You are blessed.
When people come to pity you, hey, I'm very sorry for you. That man has left you. I'm very sorry for you. That woman has left you. Tell them, be sorry for yourself. Don't be sorry for me. That might be blessing. Oh, your friend has left you. Oh, well. Tell them, don't be sorry for me. God wants that person to go. If God does not want that person to go, He will have stayed. Amen. Amen. Because all things work together for good for those that love God and those that are called according to His purpose. Hallelujah. Amen. And He said, in your book they were written. In this fashion for me, when as yet there were none of them. How precious also are your thoughts to me, O God. How great is the sum of them. The thought of God for you, they are thought of good, not of evil. To give you hope, to give you future. God has hope for you. There is hope for you. There is hope for you. That's what the thought of God for you.
The thought of God for you.
Is a thought of peace.
It's a thought of peace.
And not of evil.
And not of evil.
To give you hope.
To give you hope.
And to give you future.
And to give you future.
He has a good future for you. Amen. Amen. God has a good future for you. When there is life, there is hope for you, my brother. Yes. There is hope for you. There is hope for you. God has a great plan for your life. You are not alone. When you think you are alone, you are not alone. As a matter of fact, goodness and mercy must follow you. Amen. All the days of your life. Amen. They must follow you. Until you leave this body to meet the Lord in glory. As an elect of God, goodness and mercy must follow you. Amen. Manifestation of His divine providence. Look at what how the psalmist, feeling this verse 18. He said, when I awake, I am still with you. When I'm awake, God, I am still with you. Sometimes we think when we are sleeping, we are alone. We are not alone. Look, if God is not watching over you, when you are sleeping, you cannot wake up. Absolutely, yeah. It's God that is making you to wake up when you sleep. It's not because we are strong. Oh, I didn't drink many water. That is why I was able to wake up. Oh, I took so much water that then I was feeling like going to do number one. That is why I woke up. No! If God does not want you to wake up, you will not wake up. You will do number one and number two right where you are. Hello? You do what? You do everything right where you are. But by God's grace and mercy, that your brain will tell you, wake up, go and do number one, wake up, go and do number two. Some people, their brain is no longer telling them. It's no longer doing what? Telling them. Some people, when they touch hard substance, their brain is no longer telling them it's hard. Take out your hand. They will leave the hand here, the hand will be burning. They don't have any manifestation of his divine providence. Father, we thank you, worship you this afternoon. Thank you for what you have done in our lives. Thank you for your brethren, your wonderful children coming to begin the week in your house. May they be encouraged in the mighty name of Jesus. Daddy, I commit them to you, oh God. May you manifest, oh Lord Jesus. May you manifest in their situation in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Father, we are praying today, oh Lord, everything that has to do with us, Father, according to your divine providence, take care of it in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. This month, this new week, this new month, Father, do the miraculous in our lives in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Let your divine providence continue to lead us in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, precious Holy Spirit. Amen. Blessed be your name forever. Amen. In Jesus' marvelous name we have prayed. Amen.